Well, what's up guys, it's Foz here. Welcome back to another CSGO inventory video. This time, if you can't tell by the knife and gloves, we're going to be taking a look at a $250 orange inventory. We're going to go pistols to SMGs and then through the key rifles. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoy it, hit the subscribe button if you're new around here, and let's dive right into the video. We kick things off on the T side. It's going to be a Glock reactor in minimal wear. This is pretty much the only orange Glock that exists outside of maybe trying to argue the bullet coin, so it's the one you're going to have to pick up. For the P250, we return again to the Asimov, this time in field tested. So as we've gone up the budgets, we've been able to get it into a better float. The minimal wear is still just a little bit too expensive, but even field tested is pretty much right in the skin. It looks incredible. For the 5.7, we're going to run with an Angry Mob, which obviously has a mix of colours in it, but you can see the bottom of like the barrel of the gun is mostly orange, and then it has that orange bit just at the back as well. So we're going to count this as the orange 5.7, because outside of that, I think it's the orange peel you're picking up, and no one really wants that. For the Tech 9, I've opted for the re-entry, which is a little bit usual, a little bit different than normal, but obviously it is mostly that like grey and then the blue into the orange on the tip of the gun, and that's the main bit. Essentially like a like a blaze of fire on it, which is kind of cool. Super cheap, and we're going to pick it up in factory new. Over on the dual Berettas, you're stuck for literally just one option. It's going to be the demolition, and we've opted for well worn, because even the well worn is just under $6, which is a fair amount to pay for some dual Berettas, and it wasn't worth jumping up for a better wear, so this is what you're going to run with. For the Desert Eagle, we're still unfortunately relying on a light reel. However, this time we are going to put 4 of the APEKS Paris glitters onto it, just to try and build the orange a bit more throughout. Obviously, the tip of the gun is like yellowy into the orange, and it's just a case of the only other option is a blaze, which costs an absolute fortune. And then to finish off the pistols, we're going for a ticket to hell, and I'm very much aware before you jump in the comments, this is not orange. The only orange USP that exists in field tested is $55, which is crazy to pay. I'll throw it up on screen now. Absolutely crazy to pay. So whenever you can't get a skin into your budget inventory, the best recommendation is always to go for a black or a white version, because then even if you do get gloves down the line, it will still fit in. The black and white normally ties in with any sort of gloves or any other combo. You can put some cheap orange stickers onto this if you want to, but that's the reason why we're running with the ticket to hell in minimal wear in this case. And let's move on to the SMGs. First up, we're going to have the last dive, and it's worth mentioning for this one, this is a pattern-based skin. The one I managed to generate here is mostly orange with a little bit of the bluish green into it, but just be careful before you buy one, because depending on the pattern on it, you could end up with one that's like way more green than orange. If you want specifically an orange loadout, please check what the pattern is and how it looks in game before you buy it. Over on the MP9, as much as I like the Rose Iron, I think it's called, we just couldn't squeeze it in for this video, so we're running in for a budget modest threat MP9, obviously mostly orange with a little bit of black throughout it. Nothing to write home about, but it fits the theme. For the MP7, I'm changing things up a little bit and going for a cheaper option in the factory new Urban Hazard. Much like the other Urban Hazard, which are normally red, this one is an orange, but it's got the camo and then just these big strong accents of like a nice bright orange, which I think looks really nice. The P90 is going to be the Vent Rush, which isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. Even me looking at it now, this is a minimal wear version. It's not fantastic, but it's a black core skin with a lot of orange flames and orange markings over it, so it fits into the orange inventory quite nicely. And then the last SMG in this case is going to be the Osiris PP Bison, mostly black base skin again, with a little bit of white and then some nice orange accents. So kind of similar to like sort of Asimov, just more black rather than white. And now we can look at the rifles. Instead of going for an Asimov again, we're going to go for an Aquamarine Revenge for the AK. I would recommend one without stickers, just so happens one I'm generating has stickers on it. Yes, this skin is like has the black base and then it has like this sort of light wash greenish blue going through it, but the dolphins on it are this bright orange, so when you look at it, it still counts as an orange skin. I mean, it's fair to say like the core, the middle of the design is orange. That's what you're going to see. So I count it as an orange skin in this. Many of the sites also count it as orange, and I think it's when I remember when I used to play CS like years ago before I got back into it, this was the skin I wanted. I loved this skin. It was like a sought after skin. I think with how many AKs have come out now with these new big bright versions, this one just sort of went under the radar completely, and I think it's worth picking up. Are going to spend big on your A1S to get a minimal wear atomic alloy. This looks even better in CS2 if you're wondering, so this is one that's worth picking up now, and then it's going to look great whenever CS2 comes around as the main game. And this is essentially just a premium version of the Nitro, so if you're looking at this, you don't want this, you don't want the atomic alloy, you want something cheap, you can go pick a Nitro up for a couple of dollars and then put some stickers on it as well. The A4 has very few options, so we're going going to go for a super cheap minimal wear magnesium, and then you're going to put 4 orange stickers of your choice on it. I've just continued using the APEKS Paris glitters for this as a cheap option. If you wanted to get the minimal wear gun plus the 4 APEKS glitters, you're looking just under $3. And then our most expensive skin in this video is going to be the AWP. Boom, $90 for field test it. This is one of the skins where the wear actually looks kind of nice on it, and you know, you're talking $90 for field test it. It was a big jump for minimal wear, but if you want an orange AWP, we can finally provide one. This has a fallen sticker on the scope. I would say if you can get an orange sticker onto the scope that's fairly big, you'll be loving life. For the SG, we're going to run with the Dragonfire, and when you inspect it here, obviously you can see the big bit of orange at the front and the big bit of orange at the back. When you play normally in game, you can't see the orange at the back, and it's mostly sort of blue in the middle with the orange eye, but I'm counting this as an orange skin, obviously, because technically 50% of the design almost is orange, and then you got the dragon in the middle, and it's just the best scout skin in general as well. We got 4 more to go, so we're going to have the SG Tiger Moth here. It's been in the past couple of videos as well. Minimal wear for $1.34. The SGs, outside of this, you not got too much on the orange options, so this is what you're going to have to run with. The AUGI wouldn't be my personal preference, but you're going to get a lower float field tested random access for just over $2, and it's essentially like this motherboard, chipboard sort of design on it in an orange color. Let's say it's not a big flashy skin. It's one of the more traditional old school designs we would have witnessed on Counter-Strike, but it fits into the theme. Over on the Mag 7, we're going to run with a minimal wear heat, and obviously the closer you are to factory new for the heat, the brighter the glow, so this looks crazy orange with the glow around it. And you know what, I think if you're just like holding banana with this, holding a close angle, it's just going to feel good getting kills. And then we're going to finish things with a famous Eye of Athena. Obviously, this is a skin that has bits of orange throughout it. It's not a purely orange skin, but there's enough accents there for me to count it. And I think even like we're looking at very expensive gloves here, but orange gloves, and it doesn't clash with it, and that's normally your telltale sign that it fits in. So that's all 21 skins that we have on this. The total cost is $251.48. The only other skin I would possibly recommend is a Seasons here, but this is a pattern-based skin, so sometimes you'll get them with lots of green. This is my one I picked up today, which is a little red on it. You can get it where it's got a little bit more orange, and I bought this one at minimal wear for about just over $1 actually. So if you want an XM skin as well, go get a Seasons. Make sure you inspect it beforehand and make sure it has lots of orange sleeves. But that's kind of like the bonus pick for today's video. But guys, that's going to be me for the $250 orange inventory. Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favourite. It's always interesting to get that feedback, and then we'll sort of build it out from there. Obviously, the next time we will have at least a knife included in the orange inventory, so I'm looking forward to doing that one. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you're new around here, and we'll catch you in the next video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.